It's been 160 years since the emancipation of Booker T. Washington, a Franklin County native born into slavery who became a monumental figure in African-American education and civil rights. WDBJ7's Tanisha Jackson is in studio with how that moment of freedom will be commemorated at the Booker T. Washington National Monument this weekend. Good morning, Tanisha.
Good morning, Kim. Yeah, the monument is hosting Juneteenth and Emancipation celebrations as they continue to share Washington's life and impact on our nation.
Booker T. Washington was born into slavery in 1856 on the Burroughs family tobacco plantation in Halesford, Virginia, where he lived in a small kitchen cabin with his mother, brother, and sister.
Mud daubing or chinking between the logs would have holes in it like it does now. Over here, you know, letting in cold winter blasts. Booker and his half-sister and half-brother would have slept on a pallet of rags in one of the corners. In his memoir, he talks about how he and his brother, sister, and his mother, they were never able to sit down at the table and enjoy a meal together because his mother was always working and they were always working.
But in the spring of 1865, everything would change for 9-year-old Washington. It's this spot where the Burroughs home once stood, where Washington and his family learned that they were emancipated. Washington later writing, his mother cried tears of joy for a day she never thought would come.
The moment of freedom opens up an entirely new life for him. And as a young boy, all he wanted was the education that he saw the children of his white enslavers getting. This moment of emancipation here was repeated throughout Southside Virginia in April and May of 1865 and culminates on June 19th of 1865 in Galveston, Texas.
Washington and his family moved to West Virginia to join his stepfather. He later became a student and teacher at Hampton Institute. His drive to provide better educational opportunities for African Americans led him to open Tuskegee University in Alabama.
He was the first African American to have dinner at the White House with President Theodore Roosevelt and advise on federal appointments.
The Booker T. Washington National Monument is a pillar for educating thousands of visitors about Washington's childhood and legacy. To commemorate his Freedom Day, the monument will host special events from June 19th through the 22nd, featuring gospel music, performances, and educational programming.
Yeah, such an impactful story of his life. And, you know, he told me even after he was freed from slavery, he still had to walk over 500 miles to go to Hampton University, what is now known as Hampton University.
Yeah, so with such beginnings that he, you know, survived and then to go on to thrive in education, to be a national hero from right here in our hometowns.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a great place to visit too. You know, not just the school field trips, but take your family there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Powerful piece of history. Thanks for sharing that with us this morning.